On the poster?
The poster was so well done. And they took a picture together with the poster.
I didn't see that. You have it?
Paris had it because it was
You
on
gotta
the
see it coming.
OES
It's gotta be on the shoulder.
Instagram?
Yeah, it's a house.
Well, I don't know if you know the
Yeah,
story, but
you can't see the person.
when Wade and Roman started the acting together,
Yeah.
they each other up, like, you can do it. No. No.
So
So
the
they
weird
finally,
thing, if you haven't watched it,
they wanted me to take him to Michael's.
And Rowan was
Yeah, it was mentioned.
Was it Monday?
All right, you just coordinate with Chris whenever he's ready. When he's ready to go, he'll let you know.
They probably won't talk to each other.
I doubt it.
I think they're going to have a great time. Yeah. And hopefully Anna would get at least one cute
doesn't matter who's on.
Steve? Steve? No.
The 2 wins this year for Central Catholic over Wells and Centennial here this season. So this is a OES team that played on Saturday. They got a 5-4 win against a team from Washington. They beat Glacier Catholic in a nice challenging game for them. And they were able to win it by a score of 5-4 there in that one. So this is OES taking on Central Catholic, and OES is number 8 in the state at 10-2. CC comes in 2-9 here in this matchup. This is a very experienced OES team with a lot of all-conference returners from last season's squad. The teams take the field here on Oregon Sports Beat, and we're just about ready to go from Hidden Creek Park in Hillsboro. The temperature at the opening face-off right now at 50 degrees. A slight breeze should continue to dip down and get cooler as this game progresses. Face-off goes between Jack Andrus, one of the best in the Columbia Conference on those face-off, and Lucian McHale, and it's won by OES, the Aardvarks, with the opening possession of this game. It's possession here for Cameron Fassold. He's just a freshman. And over to Conrad Kelsey. So just over 30 seconds into this one. It's an OES team that can really score. They've been able to put up at least 10 goals in 5 games here this season. On the right side, now it's in the X, and it's an attack attempt from Peter Miltenberger, but he's shoved outside. Defended well, and he'll toss it off to Quinn Sullivan. Sullivan dodging, spinning. Underhand shot, knocked away, and that's a save. Nice start. Adrian Ramirez Orozco, the goalkeeper for Central Catholic, and he comes up with a save to open up this game. Sasha Cooley, he's just a freshman with possession for CC. OES able to take over possession. They force the turnover and run down the other way, looking to get something going with a fast break here. Donovan Fassold. to the left side. Nice grab by Miltenberger. Toss in the middle, not able to finish. Out of the hand of Nicholas Hugo. Quick rotations, getting both teams feeding new players onto the field, keeping the fresh bodies in there. Hugo has possession for OES. Now it's tossed over to Kelsey. Swinging around, this is Julian Ettinger. Now off on the right side over to Talon Danecki. Patient approach for OES, now running downhill. Ettinger looking to get something going. The defense slides, able to stay in front. And an offensive reset. Now Miltenberger to the middle. His shot sails high. Again, Ramirez Orozco, the goalkeeper, able to stay in possession there. In position, I should say. Maybe didn't touch the ball, but he's been able to fend off OES so far. Down to 9:19 to go here in this first quarter. On the near side, that's Leif Gilster. He throws it up to Miltenberger. Now off to the right side to Sullivan. Danecki looking for a lane. Chris passing for OES. Taking care of the ball well today, too. Got a couple decent shots on so far. Not able to get it by Ramirez Orozco. Now there's a shot on cue, a goal for OES. Fired in by Nick Hugo, the sophomore. First goal on the board of the day. And a 1-0 lead for the Aardvarks. 8:42 to go in this first quarter. It was really the third clean shot attempt of the game, or at least decent look in the attacking area, and they were able to convert that time. They went low with that shot. First time they've got a nice shot low, and they were able to get it challenging Ramirez Orozco and get it by him. And another face-off won by Oregon Episcopal. Part of the success of these teams like OES that are so consistent, the 10-2 record on the season, they win these face-offs and maintain possession. Miltenberger spinning back to the left. He's being defended by Xander Mishkin. And a long shot, that's fired in. What a finish by Talon Danecki. Kind of caught the defense off guard there, taking it from range and launching it in. And it's a 2-0 lead. 7:52 to go in this first quarter, and it's all OES so far here at Hidden Creek Park. And the ball loose. Well done. Great play by Jack Andrus. He was falling down, the sophomore, then just kind of ticked it back over to his teammate Ettinger to get possession. Shot knocked away by Ramirez Orozco. And possession for Central Catholic. See if the Rams can take advantage. Get something going offensively. Still early in this one. CC able to keep possession, get it back there with Jack Crayford. He'll throw it on over to Sam Martin. The freshman letting the offense set up. All the way up top across to London Talbot. Talbot, one of the captains, a senior on this Central Catholic team. He's being defended by Sean O'Connor, another senior for OES. Talbot physical on the attack, spinning, launching, and it's kicked away. Nice save by Lou Bonencontro, senior captain goalkeeper. And only 6:40 to go in this first quarter. CC got their first shot of the game, and it was a good one. It's well done. Still in possession, though. This is Jack Crayford rolling to his left, launching a shot that goes high. And his backup not quite in position. So possession goes to OES. Aaron Sales bounces it over to Quinn Sullivan right side. Now it's back in the X. Down with Hugo. Possession for Miltonberger, OES. Now O'Connor. Conrad Kelsey, the senior. Flips it to Denecki, lost the handle for a moment. Not a lot of pressure by Central Catholic at the moment. Now they apply some. The defense coming in from Owen Donegan, and it pays off defensively. They cause a turnover with Donegan. CC looking to get something going now offensively. This is Jack Crayford on the far sideline. Sam Martin goes back to Joe Denny. It's a young CC team, another freshman out there, and Denny with it. Over to Dean Peterson. Crayford, the shot knocked away, well defended. There was August Lazat who put a shot on there, but the defense in position before it even got to the goalie Bonencontro. But a much better last few minutes for Central Catholic, getting possession and getting some shots on. Another that goes a little bit wide. Off the stick of Talbot, the senior. Some contact there, was kind of falling to the ground to his right. Still got some velocity on that shot. Well defended. Crayford sent to the turf, and it's taken away by Harris Mirza. Now to the sprinting Kelsey. Loose on the turf, but he's able to roll it over to a teammate, to Ellis Halpin. Now Miltonberger has it. 2-0 lead for OES. 4:09 to go in this first quarter. OES is led by head coach Dennis Sullivan, also the athletic director of OES. Did a great job with this OES program over the years. One of the teams consistently near the top of the rankings year after year in boys lacrosse. Central Catholic led by head coach John Finnegan, trying to reload from last year's team that lost 5 all-conference players. Getting downhill, a shot low, kicked away. Nice save. That was Julian Ettinger on the shot. And Ramirez Orozco coming up with the save defensively. McHale running the other way. Lucian McHale looking to create something on a fast break. His shot bounces off. So after CC the first maybe 6 minutes of this quarter struggling to even get possession, especially off those face-offs, now they're getting some shots on and challenging this OES defense. There's a card against OES. So they'll be down a player. Let's see if Central Catholic can take advantage. Left-hand shot, fires off the stick of McHale, and he missed. The backup wasn't there. Again, OES will take over possession. Second time we've seen Central Catholic launch a shot. It didn't have backup there to be the closest to the ball there on the inline. If you're closest to the ball as a teammate on the inline, your team can maintain possession after those shots, but Central Catholic not able to get into that spot so far. And a 2-0 game with 2:30 to go in this first quarter. And a timeout on the field. So it was OES that got off to the great start in this game, getting a couple goals on, winning those face-offs and challenging Central Catholic, and CC kind of able to settle in a bit, create some opportunities. But so far it is Oregon Episcopal School hanging on to this 2-0 lead so far. It's an OES team that brings back a lot of talent from last year. They got a couple first-team all-conference selections returning. Aaron Sales and Ellis Halpin, I should say, both first-team all-conference selections. They had some seniors depart as well that were talented. Not to mention the return of Jack Andrus, who was honorable mention all-conference on face-offs last year. Did such a great job on those face-offs this season as well for OES. And the Central Catholic team I mentioned earlier, but they've got a lot of senior talent from last season's team that did depart. A couple first-team all-conference nods. Overall, 5 graduated that were all-conference selections. And the one returner that did make an all-conference team is August Lazat, who's a second-team all-Columbia Conference attacker. Out of the timeout, OES with possession with Peter Miltenberger. Being ridden defensively. Still in possession, running all the way up to the far side now with it. Spins back the other way. Able to get rid of it off to Ettinger. Takes a couple hits, throws it off to O'Connor. On the near side, this is Denecki with it. Already a goal for him in this game. And well defended. CC comes away with it. That was Owen Donegan defensively, but then quickly getting it back for OES. Great job by Harris Mirza. The pass to the middle, just over the top of Quinn Sullivan. Trying to quickly transition, get a fast break out of that caused turnover. Not able to take advantage. The game remains a 2-0 lead for OES with 1:17 to go in the first quarter. Ramirez Orozco. And they weren't able to get the clear over. A little bit too patient with it. A bit too deliberate. And OES forcing another turnover. Lincoln Kaiser surveys and throws it over to Conrad Kelsey. OES from the sideline yelling to the team, hey, last minute, warning their squad. They've got down to 42 seconds to operate here in this first quarter. Kelsey, nice move. Spinning through traffic, some contact there, falling down. And lost it. Taken away by Lucian McHale for CC. He passes off to Newberry. Ty Newberry taking a check, still moving. Newberry had it swiped away, but that draws a whistle and a foul against OES. There's only 13 seconds to go in this first quarter. And a timeout taken by Central Catholic. And the Rams trying to get something going. Maybe get a clean shot off here to close off this first quarter. John Finnegan and CC being outshot overall in this game, but still very much in it, down a couple goals. For OES fans, there I've watched a few opportunities slip away. They've had some really nice fast break creation. A couple times they've had passes that go to the middle, just be a little bit off target, not able to collect it right in front of the crease. Could have been finishes. And they also had a couple shots sailing them. So not to take anything away from Adrian Ramirez-Orozco, the CC goalie, or this Rams defense, but OES sideline, they're probably thinking they left a couple goals out there they normally like to convert. But as it stands, Central Catholic is right in this game, and if they can execute out of the timeout here, John Finnegan's team can find the net in the closing seconds. It could really make things interesting through the first 12 minutes. And it's Jack Crayford with possession. Sprinting into the X. Here's the set. Down to 7 seconds. Trying to execute what was drawn up. 4 seconds. Lobs a pass in. It's a late shot that's off target. So well defended by OES. Central Catholic tried to get a creative play going there. Running Crayford into the X, but nobody flashed open. Didn't quite go to plan. But you might as well draw something up there. Take that time out and try and get a shot on. Why not if you have it? So OES 2, Central Catholic 0 through 1 quarter of play. Happy to have you with us here in the Oregon Sports Beat. This is a second day in a row we've had lacrosse coverage coming your way. Coverage of the girls lacrosse matchup between Central Catholic and Grant last night, of course. And we've got the Oregon Youth Soccer Association State Cup Finals coming up this weekend. That'll be on Sunday, 4 games. Starting at 9 a.m. all the way through the night. OES looking for their 4th win in a row. The only teams to beat the Aardvarks this year, Grant and Summit. Grant ranked at number 12. Summit is number 3. So it's been some top-notch opponents that have knocked off OES so far this season. Taking on number 20 Central Catholic here today. CC, of course, coming in with their 2-9 record, but they've had a very difficult schedule, as is customary in the Columbia Conference. Important game for OES. Well, really, they all are here coming down the stretch, of course, but they are tied with Grant with 4-1 records in conference play. Lincoln sitting right there at 4-2, and Hood Rivers at 3-2. So that's the top 4 in the Columbia Conference. So here we go, ready to start off the second quarter. And a face-off to start off the second. 2-0 lead for OES over Central Catholic. And this is where OES has had a lot of success in these face-offs. And they're able to win another. Jack Andrews, what a job he's done all year, just a sophomore. And that is really one of his specialties, if not his utmost specialty right now at this point in his career. Winning those face-offs and consistently getting possession for the Aardvarks. And he tosses it back to Quinn Sullivan. Flip it on to Miltonberger. A lot of different weapons for this Oregon Episcopal School team. Sharing the ball, sending it around, rotating around the perimeter before they wait to pounce and find an opening. Conrad Kelsey looking to get downhill. Well defended there by Drew Newberry. Shifted all the way onto the far side, now into the X. Sullivan passed to the middle, into traffic, knocked away, loose on the turf, scooped up still. That's Sean O'Connor. Quickly on the left side to Denecki. Thought about launching a shot, goes back down to Miltenberger. Looking for a shot to skip in, but he missed, a little bit off target. Possession still with OES. They've nearly burned 90 seconds of this first quarter, coming off the opening of this second quarter, I should say, coming off the opening face-off. Off on the right side to Hugo. Defended by Donegan, now throws all the way over to Miltenberger. He tosses on to O'Connor. Working on the defense of Liam Casey. Sullivan again. Nice move and his shot. Looking for the shovel shot there, knocked away. And how about Adrian Ramirez Orozco, the junior goalkeeper, playing a heck of a game so far. CC defense deserves some credit too. Not a lot of clean shots. He's done a nice job of the cage today. Central Catholic, though, with another turnover, and this is where OES has had a lot of successes. Not only, obviously, they're dangerous with the ball, but they've been able to milk a lot of clock and kind of take CC out of their rhythm. It almost feels like Central Catholic kind of presses whenever they get possession. They're looking to take an advantage, thinking, all right, we got the ball, we got to make something happen, and not a lot of loose confidence when they do have possession. Of course, that OES defense constantly applying pressure doesn't make it any easier. Edinger tosses on to Denecki. Pressure applied by Ty Newberry, and he's got it for Central Catholic. Trying to create a fast break now. Sprinting downhill. Passing on over to Dean Peterson. Whistle. The foul's against Central Catholic. Harris Mirza throws it ahead to Edinger. There's Sullivan. Now to O'Connor with the dodge, moving left. Sullivan being defended closely there by Gus Lefevre. Now they go outside to Miltenberger. CC sliding, staying in position, not allowing any lanes in the middle. Looking for the spin move, but lost the handle. Edinger lost his footing and the ball, and Central Catholic's got it. Trying to transition near midfield. They come away with it, scooped up by Crayford. This is Jack Crayford. Uh-oh, lost the handle. Sam Martin trying to get to it. Again, Crayford scoops it up. Pressured by a couple defenders around him, but still has it. Now Joe Denny. Martin put on a move. Got some space, looking for the bouncer, and it's saved. Stick save for Lou Bonencontro. Edinger showing the speed over the restraining line. Nice pass, the spin move. Miltenberger freed himself with that spin, but not able to find anybody. he was hoping for a cutter there near the cage. Nobody flashed, and it's turned over. 6:51 to go in the first half. Still 2-0 game in favor of OES. Lazat goes down to Peterson. Back for Talbot. Had it knocked away. Possession still with Central Catholic. And Dean Peterson touched the inline, out of bounds, and possession goes to OES. Pressure for the Aardvarks paid off. Cameron Fassold with it. He's got the other number 2 on him, Liam McHale. Or Lucian McHale, I should say. Denecki with the goal earlier. The other goal coming from Hugo for OES. That's how they found the net so far in this game. On the turf. And Central Catholic able to scoop it up with the long stick of McHale. Xander Mishkin in possession. Passing forward, straddling the sideline, and it just is off target enough to roll off. It's a Central Catholic turnover. Pressure of OES, again, giving Central Catholic some issues. They're not able to get the clear. Roman Dombrow. Long stick tosses down for Sullivan. Miltenberger sprinting around, trying to get to the middle. His pass off target, and CC takes over. Uh-oh, scooped up, quick shot. Saved away by Ramirez Orozco. And CC has it. What a job by Central Catholic, especially Ramirez Orozco, the goalie, coming up with the play there. And what a play on the diving effort there by Conrad Kelsey to cause a turnover. And OES has it. That great effort play, earning an ovation from the Aardvarks fans on hand. Less than 4 to go, and a timeout taken late in this first half by Oregon Episcopal. So scoreless second quarter so far.
There you go.
Both the goals for OES coming in that first quarter. And coming in the first half of that first quarter as well. Since then, it's kind of been a defensive battle here. The offensive production screeching to a halt. And for Central Catholic, they're taking on a top 8 opponent in the state here in OES. And so far going toe-to-toe. They are certainly not winning the possession battle. OES has had possession more often in this game, but haven't been able to take advantage with as many goals as they would like. The back line defensively for Central Catholic is holding strong in this one, not allowing any free shots. And the goalkeeper, Adrian Ramirez Orozco, a big part of that success defensively, too. He's got a lot of saves in there being challenged today. The goals in the first quarter for OES came off the sticks of Nick Hugo, sophomore, and Talon Denecki, the other sophomore for this team. I've had some chances, especially on some fast breaks, that they've not been able to convert. And since then, CC's done a nice job getting back defensively. It feels like John Finnegan and the Rams, part of their mentality in this game is that they do not want to allow free fast break opportunities for OES. And it's working out well so far. But Central Catholic has had some issues clearing the ball and getting it back over center field the other way. OES applying that pressure all over the field as they always do. Out of the timeout with 3:44 and counting to go in the first half. Fassel being defended by Newberry. Cameron Fassel launches over to O'Connor. Now Miltenberger, nothing there, a couple defenders fending him off. And that goes over to Sullivan. Trying to break loose. Nice move. Knocked away, though. It was Hugo who's trying to get his hands free to get a clean shot on, but the defense able to get a piece of his stick on his wind-up from behind and knock the ball away. Liam Casey able to hit the clear, and then before what looked like it might have been a turnover there towards the end line, John Finnegan's yelling timeout, and he's granted that timeout. Well done in that spot to keep possession with Central Catholic. Central Catholic will be back in action coming up on Thursday as well, as they'll be playing at Hood River for their back and home following Tuesday, May 7th against Lincoln. Just 5 regular season games remaining for CC, counting today's game, of course. They'll finish at Hood River, Lincoln, at Wells, and then Grant. It's the finale of the season here this year. Again, a 2-9 record for CC, but they've had some narrow, tough losses. 3 of their losses this year coming by 2 goals. Lost 6-4 to West Salem McNary. 5-3 loss to this OES team. It was back on April 12th. 7-5 loss to Hood River. So a few of those bounces and shots go their way. Maybe you're talking about a team that's got a completely different record. Second matchup of the year between these two teams. Again, the first matchup just a few weeks ago, going 5-3 in favor of the Aardvarks at home. Out of the heady timeout by John Finnegan. Central Catholic maintaining possession, but not for long. It's turned right back over. Nice pass forward. Well done into the stick. The sprinting Halpin trying to pass left side, and it's taken away again. CC with that transition defense, not allowing those fast break opportunities for OES. CC trying to get one of their own. They go back to the middle to Crayford. .150 to go in this first half. Talbot comes off a pick, trying to throw it back to Crayford. The pressure defense from Dom Brow pays off, and here goes OES the other way. Long shot, wow, rifled in by Aaron Sales, and it's 3-0 OES. The junior captain pulling up and launching there with an absolute rocket past Ramirez Orozco. Put the goalie in a tough spot there, and that's a lot of the successes come from OES this season as they get that pressure defense going, cause a turnover, and immediately race down the other way and convert. Goals now from Hugo, Danecki, and Sales for OES in this first half. And Andrus wins the faceoff for OES again. Can add some cushion to their 3-0 lead with 1:20 to go in the second. Conrad Kelsey flips it back to Colson Tubbs, the senior. Tubbs working on the defense of Liam Casey. Back on the left side to Danecki. Tubbs again. Dodging right. Pass bounces to Sullivan. Gets a quick shot and finds the net. Bounced over to Sullivan, and he is so quick. Able to find just a little sliver of space, and that's all he needs. The freshman puts it through, and it's 4-0 OES. .45 seconds to go. And ever since the timeout 2 minutes ago, seen a couple OES goals to really take control of this game now. Neck and neck, 2-0 game. Up into the 2:47 mark of this first half. And the face-off. There's a whistle. Possession goes to Oregon Episcopal. Nice play by Lucian McHale. He's able to scoop it up as well. Pressure defense on Yusuf Raslin in possession. Comes away with it. McHale shot sails wide. Great sequence there for Lucian McHale. Long stick forcing the turnover, scooping it up, and getting a shot in. There's only 15 seconds now to go in this first half. Now down to 6 seconds. Halpin gets a shot, bounces, knocked away by Ramirez Orozco. And it's halftime now. 4-0 our score at the half. It's a 2-0 game until the final 2:47 of the second quarter, really going in OES's favor as they get a couple goals from Sales and Sullivan to take a 4-0 lead. Again, OES with a 5-3 win over Central Catholic just a few weeks ago. And this time around, they're a bit more of a comfortable lead, at least for now. Coming into this game at 10-2 against 2-9 Central Catholic. And the Aardvarks are in control with goals from Danecki, Hugo, Sales, and Sullivan. And it is halftime here at Hidden Creek Park. We'll take a break for a few minutes here before we start the second half. Second half about 9 minutes away here. And again, our score, it's 4-0. OES is leading Central Catholic on Oregon Sports Beat.
How are you? Airport right away, but you guys will see mom up there. So then we gotta get back, I guess. So. No problem. She's gonna be tired. She's shower and go to bed. So. All right. All right, sure. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay. All right. Thanks for going tomorrow. See you, O's. Thanks for going today.
I'll sit here so you can sit next to James. Oh, you're not telling me. Okay. Not listening properly. Here, pay attention.
I am listening. Hang on just a
Are you
second.
blocking? You're not blocking.
It's
Are we
wet now.
blocking you guys? A little bit. Told you. Blocking them a
We
little
go
bit.
down. A row.
Thought about it. Sorry. I can give you patches it so slow. Yeah.
I gotta do his ass, man.
Make sure you don't listen.
Yeah. Oh, bud.
Do you see the message today from the art person? It says, I'm neither surprised nor disappointed. Stop. Anyways,
Jace, a hat?
I'm good right now.
Sure. Because you have
Don't let him pressure you. And anyways,
Okay.
saying
So what'd you say?
there are about 5 women on this team who have aged out on our Indian scale.
Oh.
These women are in their mid-70s. They
Oh,
can't
my.
run to a ball. But the stupid thing is that so the season goes from like September to May or whatever. And so there's like how many matches? There's so many matches. There's so many matches. And these old women are, and everybody's on one city because that's like because there's so many matches. These old women who are refusing to quit this team because they're so old and they can't move. They're also on the 70+ city team. They're on double city. But they don't like playing on that. I mean, obviously, but they can't run to the ball in this one either. And I'm out here getting in trouble for like playing the additional days. Anyway, so there's going to be a crew. There's going to be a crew. They can get out. And then there's this other lady. Well, I won't talk. She was fine. Just one hand? I'm talking about Tara? No. Oh, it's her cheese. I don't know what's wrong with her, but she's her husband is the CEO
Of what?
of Miss T. That like
What's that?
cookie company that's called super expensive. And she was telling me that her daughter, she's like Aunt Cody. My daughter lives in London. Blah blah blah. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Like, that's kind of like encouraged me. I was like, oh, like what kind of music is she on? She's like, oh, she's in fashion. They're like a great totally get that. Blah blah blah. Here today, everyone's like, oh, where's your phone? Oh, where are you going? My daughter eloped.
Oh. Is an English guy?
English Italian.
Oh, my.
I mean, her daughter's like my age, so I could leave her now. She wouldn't have that problem, but some people just, for some reason, really want to live in the UK. Yeah, this is always what I most don't like. Yes, I can't ever imagine. tennis has turned into my job, and what's crazy is that none of them have jobs, so they're just constantly doing tennis every single day, so they physically can't do it anymore. I'm like, alright, I need to like figure out when to actually secure that, so I can also secure this.
For nothing, OES leading Central Catholic, and now we're ready to start the second half here at Hidden Creek Park. It was a 2-0 game up until the closing 2:47 of the second quarter. OES with a couple goals through the first 6 minutes, and then it was kind of a stalemate for a long time. It was about 15 minutes of game action without goals before OES able to pick up 2 out of a timeout. The goals are coming from, so far this game, the 4 goals for Oregon Episcopal: Nick Hugo, Talon Danecki, Aaron Sales, and Quinn Sullivan. This is an OES team that's one of the best in the state. They come into this game with a 10-2 record. Central Catholic at 2-9. The Rams ranked 20th. Aardvarks sitting at number 8. CC was battling for a long time. They've had some opportunities, certainly creating shots, just not able to get it by. Lubun and Contro, the goalie for OES yet. Chris Clayton here with you on Oregon Sports Beat. Happy to have you along with us. And there's a face-off victory for Central Catholic. Those are hard to come by in the first half against this OES squad. Well done from London Talbot, the senior. Harassed by a couple defenders, spinning the physical defense. And a whistle, and that violation is against Central Catholic. Possession to OES. So they did win the faceoff initially, but CC not able to get it into a real attack. So OES takes over now. Sprinting, this is Ettinger. They flip it around over to Miltonberger. Toss for O'Connor. There's a whistle. And the foul going against Central Catholic. And it draws a card as well. It's against Lucian McHale. So OES a player up. Let's see if they can take advantage. Talon Danecki, his pass deflected down by Donegan, and Owen Donegan's got possession back for CC. His pass, though, for August Lazard is off target, just like that, quickly turned over. Possession goes back to Oregon Episcopal. We've Gilster flicks it on to Denecki. Pass is deflected. It just died on the turf and scooped up. That's Owen Donegan for Central Catholic. He'll take a shot, knocked away. Lou Dunn-Contro again with a save on what turned out to be a solid shot, a aggressive, gutsy one at that. But the goalie's there to make the play. Possession still for CC though. They've got it with, had it with Gus Lefevre. Throws it onto the right side to Joe Denny. Talbot put the shoulder down. Well defended though. Loose ball, scooped up still. Rams have it. And the defense pays off. Denecki gets it to Conrad Kelsey. Kelsey juking right, big collision. What a play by Talbot. Getting possession back for CC. Now it's off to Joe Denny. Just over 3 minutes into this third quarter. Neither team able to really create any great chances yet, other than that one Central Catholic shot we saw that was saved well by Dunn-Contro. Both teams trying to find the rhythm, break through these opposing defenses. Here's Lefevre. Martin skips it all the way across to Benison. Crayford through some pressure defense. Still able to come up with it. Well defended there. That's Yusuf Razlan, the sophomore, defensively. Crayford sticking with it. Less than 8 to go in this third quarter. Crayford cutting right, passing to the middle. Ball loose on the turf. And scooped up by Lefevre. Lazat, second team All-Columbia Conference a year ago. Hasn't had a lot of chances to break free today. Trying to get something going here. Lazat launches and knocked away. Again, Lou Dunn-Contro, the senior captain goalie. Coming up big time for the Aardvarks. Keeping Central Catholic scoreless for now. Sam Martin being trailed defensively by Aaron Sales. Flicks it off to Lazat. Lazat again. Had the previous shot for CC. Feels like some more urgency, a bit more aggression from Central Catholic, getting some more shots on creating here in this third quarter. Pressure defense by Harris Mirza, and he causes the turnover. Here he goes in possession the other way. Stopping, throwing off to Razlan. Looking to break free, trying to get a shot off, but deflected away. Possession for Ramirez Orozco and Central Catholic. Ty Newberry goes back to Ramirez Orozco. Now all the way across up to Xander Mishkin. They show some urgency here. They're not able to clear it though. Took a little too much time there. And again, that pressure all over the field. OES, this super athletic team defensively. It's tough if you're Central Catholic. You don't want to commit a costly turnover there and gift your opponent a great shot opportunity, but also got to find just enough urgency and find an open teammate to get it over center field. And OES will take a timeout. Didn't like what they were seeing offensively there with the possession, so they'll want to take a timeout and talk things over. Over the halfway point in this third quarter, and a 4-0 lead for OES over Central Catholic so far. Well, if you're just joining us on Oregon Sports Beat, it was a couple goals in the first 6 minutes from Nick Hugo and Talon Denicky, and then we had a 15-minute stretch of game time without goals. Hit the 2:47 mark in the second quarter, and it was still a 2-0 game, and CC actually had possession. They took a timeout and then came out with it, and unfortunately weren't able to get a clean shot on, and then OES quickly ran down the other way and got a fast break goal, and subsequently got another in the next minute. So basically there was a 2-minute stretch of play there in that second quarter where OES picked up both their goals. Outside of that, it's been pretty even, but that's the difference in this game so far. This is a OES team that held Oregon City to 2 goals earlier this year. That was their season best defensive performance. Held Ridgeview, Central Catholic, and Burns to 3 goals in 3 separate victories. So they've had some shutdown defensive efforts this year, but nothing like this so far. Of course, still a lot of time, still plenty of opportunities for CC to find the net. But Dennis Sullivan's Aardvarks putting up a great showing right now. So is Central Catholic, holding OES to these 4 goals so far. Season low is 2 goals for OES that did that in the loss to number 3 Summit. So it's not often they find themselves this late in the game with these 4 goals. And this kind of low-scoring defensive style is what held the Rams in the game last time these teams played. It was a 5-3 final score at OES in favor of the Aardvarks. Sullivan spinning left. Down the X to Sullivan. Rips a shot and knocks it off the post. Sullivan scoring a goal earlier. He's so quick with the ball. Able to get a nice shot on. Couldn't quite finish it. CC just able to clear it in time. And a timeout taken. That was Sasha Coley, the freshman, who was trying to get it over the restraining line. The defense was all over him. And Central Catholic taking another timeout. Give themselves some more time. So again, just on the note of what we were talking about earlier with the goals this year that OES has been able to put up, they have put through at least 12 goals in 4 different games this year, 10 plus in 5 separate games. But CC with this defensive style, I mean, a lot more deliberate with the ball and more conservative defensively and very disciplined. They've been able to successfully contain this OES team in both their matchups so far this year. Of course, John Finnegan's squad hoping for some more goals. See if they can get it done. 4:36 to go in the third quarter. Still very much in it, but got some work to do. OES, that pressure defense, able to come away with it. Toss it forward to the sprinting Cameron Fastold. He's a freshman. Rips it back to the left. Miltenberger with a nice feed. Physical defense, though. Get it away from Hugo. And he was actually never able to corral it. Went over the end line. Possession back to CC. Now a turnover. Sullivan's got a shot, but it sailed high. And what an opportunity there for Quinn Sullivan. Already one goal here today. But a bit too much on it. Central Catholic trying to come away with it. They do have it right now, but turned them right back over. Onslaught of OES defenders getting the ball back. Hugo jogging towards midfields, and he'll toss it back to Ettinger crossing behind him. With 3:09 to go in this third quarter. Ettinger being defended by Lefevre. That's the defense of the sophomore Gus Lefevre and also Owen Donegan. Dallin Denecki falls down, had possession for a moment. It's loose on the turf. Still not scooped up. Finally is. And a whistle. Possession still with OES. It'll be with Conrad Kelsey. .238 to go in the third quarter. Scoreless third so far. Miltenberger being harassed by Donegan. Move the ball, rotates it to Gilster. Gilster with it again. Denecki tosses back to the right to Miltenberger. And the quick shot in the middle, missed by Hugo. Less than 2 to go in this third quarter. OES threatening though. Long shot. Sidewinding throw from Denecki and misses. Ramirez Orozco able to fend off this OES team once again. Keeper's been challenged a lot today. He's racking up the saves in this one. I don't think he got a piece of that one, but oh, there's another shot from a tough angle. That was Gilster, but he missed. The backup is in position, and OES still has it. 1:33 left in the third. Near the crease, knocked away. There was a shot attempt by Sullivan, and the defense holds strong again for Central Catholic. A lot to like in this game from CC's defensive efforts. This young Rams team, again, holding one of the best scoring teams in the state. There are 4 goals so far. O'Connor tosses up to Denecki. Find some space. Met by a couple defenders. Liam Casey there to help. Nice pass in the middle, but knocked away. The late defense by Lucian McHale gets possession back for CC. Trying to lob it in the middle, but again, McHale swooping in with his long stick to get a piece of it. Gonna get back for the Rams. Now off to August Lazat. A little bit of space, but he bobbled and lost it. And it's turned over. OES still with it. There goes Ellis Halpin. Kelsey. Long pass. Quick feed over the top. It was Hugo who's trying to pass in the middle to a cutting teammate. Nobody on the receiving end, and that'll do it for the third quarter. Seconds tick off the clock. And a scoreless third quarter comes to a close. It is a 4-0 lead still for OES over Central Catholic. Really pretty evenly matched third quarter. Shot counts very similar. It really kind of felt like the first half of the quarter, Central Catholic was in control. This OES team always feels like with their athleticism, they're on the brink of causing a turnover and scoring at any given moment. But Central Catholic was finding their best success of the game, maintaining possessions and getting runs on, cutting towards the crease, but just not able to find the net yet. That's been a key in this game. It's still a goose egg on the scoreboard. And again, this is a Central Catholic team that has scored at least 3 goals in every game but one this year. Held to 1 goal by Richland, Washington, a terrific team. Other than that, they've been able to put up at least 3 goals, including at OES. It was a 5-3 final. So we'll see if Central Catholic can turn the dial a little bit in the fourth and find the net. But there is a lot to like for John Finnegan's team. Great learning experience for this young squad against 10-2 Oregon Episcopal. Quickly, wasting no time. There's another goal for Aaron Sales. Right off the face-off, on the attack. And the Aardvarks take a 5-0 lead now. 2 goals in the first, 2 in the second, none in the third. And they get a goal within 10 seconds to start off the fourth quarter. So Oregon Episcopal School takes a 5-0 lead over Central Catholic. This is the goal count that the Aardvarks were able to reach the last time these teams faced off. And this face-off, Jack Andrus won it again. Cameron Fassel. Freshman in a sprint, being trailed by the opposing number 2, McHale. Danecki goes back to Kelsey. Kelsey going down for Miltonberger. Trying to find a lane, but the defender Lefevre's there. Miltonberger shoved out. Back to Sullivan. The speedster with it. Rips a shot right into the stick of Ramirez Orozco. Nice save by the junior. Coming up again. Time after time today, he's been put into tough situations like that, and the quick reaction to get the save there. Launched forward for Sasha Coley. He gets it over the restraining line, and he's got possession for Central Catholic. So after the whistle, the possession's given to Central Catholic. Fouls against the Aardvarks, and here's Jack Crayford with it. Going right, shoved from behind. Lost the ball. And they do get that foul call. So we'll see if Central Catholic can execute here. Coming from a foul that drew a card. Flag on the play, and here we go. Central Catholic with a chance to run a set here and maybe get a nice shot offensively. 10:02 to go in this game. Martin. Here's Martin. Right side to Crayford. Nice passing. They get it to a dangerous spot just outside the crease. Underhand shot knocked away. It was in the stick of London Talbot. And he couldn't quite get a shoveling shot in. Well defended. OES converging on him. Ball on the turf. Scooped up. It's Aaron Sales again. The junior captain. All-conference selection for a reason. He's an excellent player, a huge part of this OES team success. Coming up with a lot of those 50-50 balls. Talon Denecki being defended by Casey. Over to Ettinger. Ettinger going at Talbot. Sullivan, Miltonberger. Being defended by Newberry. Uh-oh, lost the handle. Ettinger had it for a moment, lost it. Talbot's got it, but there's a whistle. Player down and shaken up for OES. And that is Ettinger that was down. And I think that play drew a flag as well. And it did. So the possession is with OES. And they're playing a man up as well. 8:12 to go and a 5-0 lead for the Aardvarks. Ramirez Orozco, nice save. A lot of velocity on that shot from Talon Denecki. And he comes up with another save. Ball loose on the turf. Just rolls over the sideline. Central Catholic possession. Lefevre has it. Well, Central Catholic, part of the One of the pride here down the stretch. Never want to finish shut out with a goose egg, but also down 5 goals. If you can get hot here, make a few things happen, you never know. You're going to need to start quickly, though. They're starting to run out of time if they're going to make anything happen here. Again, 5-3 loss. OES winning last time these two teams matched up. Let's see if Central Catholic can make some noise here and find the nets. Sam Martin goes up to Peterson. Now off to Sam Martin again. Martin's got some space, and his shot finds the net. Central Catholic scores with the freshman Sam Martin. The goal comes with 6:38 to go in the fourth. A nice dodge by Martin, freeing up his hands, getting some space, and letting it fly, moving a bit off to his right. Just leaking it past the goalie, Lou Bonencontro. So after a scoreless third, 1 goal apiece for these two teams here in the fourth. So Central Catholic not only surviving being down a player after drawing a flag, they also come out and pick up a goal. Miltonberger sprinting.
Let's go, number 7. Let's go.
Here's Sullivan. Denecki working on the defense of Lefevre. Towards the end line. Lofted into the X. Sullivan, nice move off the spin. Looking for a teammate. Launched into traffic. Nobody there on the receiving end, and an OES turnover. .546 to go. Ramirez Orozco launching. Nicely done, nabbed out of the air that time by Lefevre. Trying to get that clear, having some issues. And a timeout taken by John Finnegan. Came within a few feet of getting over that line, but the pressure of OES holding them off and forcing that timeout to try and keep possession. 5:21 to go. The next game looking forward for Central Catholic, they'll be back in action on the road on Thursday. They'll be playing at Hood River. And that'll be at 7 p.m. First of the final 4 games of the season. It's a Hood River team that is tough in their own right. They're sitting at 9-3 overall, 3-2 in conference play. They are 13th in the Oregon State Boys Lacrosse rankings this year. For OES, we'll be back in action at home on Thursday as they'll be taking on Grant. And that's a really important game. Both those teams are tied right now for first in the Columbia Conference standing, sitting at 4-1. Regular season conference championship implications in that game coming up Thursday for OES. Right now they're focused on, of course, trying to come away with this one. They'll have to try and fend off Central Catholic for the final 5-11. 5-1 lead for OES, but CC with possession. And the pass high. The exchange between Liam Casey and Sam Martin, not a good one. Not on the same page. Actually, that was Dean Peterson and Zaya Martin not able to connect to the pass. It's back to OES. Trying to break through some CC pressure. Nearly able to step in front for a turnover, but it got to Porter Hagerman. He's on the move. His shot knocked away from behind by Lucian McHale. Nice play by McHale. Now a long pass by Ramirez Orozco, intended for Sasha Coley over the top and over the sideline. And this is a sophomore. Porter Hagerman with possession. Ty Newberry defending with more than 4 minutes to go. This is Talon Dedecki with the ball. He's being checked by Newberry. It's Drew Newberry on him. Dedecki able to break free. Give it off to Sullivan. Now Miltonberger. Nice move. Dodging, firing, knocked away. Controlled by Ramirez Orozco. The pass finds the stick of Coley. And the freshman able to get the clear. Nice move. Coley thought about shooting, but got rid of it. Off to August Lazat. He flips it on to Max Benison. Benison with it again. 3 minutes to go. Sam Martin's got the lone goal today for Central Catholic. Here's a shot that's low, and Jack Crayford one off to the left on the shot attempts. But a pretty good opportunity for him. Not an easy finish by any stretch, but a threatening one. Just couldn't find the net. There's a quick turnover. Let's see if OES can take advantage. This is Colson Tubbs. Some space to operate. Looking for a teammate. Quick passing, but not on the same page again. Hugo was trying to get it down to Leaf Gilster. The ball given back to the Rams with 2:30 to go. Goals today for OES, 2 from Aaron Sales, 1 from Quinn Sullivan, Nick Hugo, and Talon Dedecki. Sam Martin with a goal for Central Catholic. Came in this 4th quarter. Camden Rath passing forward for Coley, but out of bounds. It's over the sideline. There's Mirza. Had it knocked away. Oh, that could have been a great fast break chance. Still is. Scooped up by Ty Newberry. Passing back towards the middle. Now picked up by Crayford. So not the perfect execution. It's moments like that Central Catholic's still trying to grow. As when that ball gets on the turf, you can pick that up and make something of it quickly. It can really change the game. They could have had numbers there on a fast break. It caused the turnover. At least they have possession. Off to the right, Lefevre. Down for Talbot. Senior spinning. 3 defenders are near him. 2 especially right on and checking him. There's a whistle and a foul against OES for a push. With 1:27 left. Central Catholic, after being shut out through the first 3 quarters, hungry for their 2nd goal of this quarter. Lefevre in the X. For Peterson. To the cutting Talbot. Talbot's shot bounces wide. 56 seconds to go. And CC still in possession. They've got it down in the corner. Uh-oh, he lost his footing. Able to pop up. That's Gus Lefevre. Hagerman defending. Talbot working on Roslyn. London Talbot, one of the senior captains, passes across. Good shot attempt off the target. August Lazat went off the side of the net there. Might have been Lou Bunencontro who just saved that. Thought maybe it went off the side of the cage, but I think Bunencontro just came up with a great save there. The goalie, Lou Bunencontro, then getting possession back for his team. Goes Halpin with 6 seconds, a shot. Ramirez Orozco with a save the other way. And the seconds tick off the clock, and it's over at Hidden Creek Park. 5-1 the final. Oregon Episcopal School, their 11th win of the year. They beat Central Catholic by a final score of 5-1. OES improving to 11-2 and 5-1 in Columbia Conference play. CC drops to 2-10 on the season. They'll try, both these teams, trying to get back on track and get wins on Thursday. OES with an important game coming up against Grant. And Central Catholic will be taking on Hood River, who is another terrific team. The goal for Central Catholic came from Sam Martin in the fourth quarter. The goals for OES, Aaron Sales with 2 of them. Nick Hugo had a goal. Talon Denecki and Quinn Sullivan with a goal as well. Our next coverage on Oregon Sports Beat is coming up on Sunday. We've got a big day ahead of us. It'll be the Oregon Youth Soccer Association State Cup Finals starting at 9:30 in the morning all the way to the 4th and final game at 5 p.m. of our coverage on Sunday. Thanks for joining us here from Hidden Creek Park. 5-1 the final. OES beats Central Catholic. For executive producer Ryan Johnson and our director producer Steve Roberts, I'm Chris Clayton. OES victorious on Oregon Sports Beat.